Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Parm and today I'm gonna continue playing my Seablock game. So we're playing with we're playing Seablock modpack with a couple of changes. So we have Brave New World mod that removes character, we don't have character. In case you haven't thought from the beginning. We also have Power Overload mod that makes our purples explode if the consumption increases. Look what you see in this corner of the screen, maximum consumption, which is different for different types of purples, and that is actually the mod that changes the gameplay a lot, because the design that I ended up going with is basically this block, like this kind of grid. In each square I have a power plant split into 4 separate segments. Each will go up to 500 megawatts. So right now it's 400 megawatts, but once we get a better substation, substation 4, it will have a limit of 500. And that is... I'm confused. Why do we have this thing here? Do we need to have it? Oh, looks like we do. Right, and yeah, so we have 500 megawatts in each block. So in total it's what? 2 gigawatts per square, which limits us a lot in terms of beacon usage, in terms of roboport. Like, we cannot have a good robot build, like bot build. Probably, I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I haven't built bot bases, like pure bot bases. Never, ever in Factorio. And I played Factorio, yeah, for a while. I don't know how much anymore. It's, yeah, I should probably not be saying how much, but it's probably too much. It's probably too much. Right, in the previous is that we built this thing with lots of lubricant production. We are producing lubricant here, and we're also producing base mineral oil over there. That is pretty cool. So yeah, we are sending stuff there. It is working just great. So, what should we do today? I was thinking about the following thing. Wouldn't it be nice? Alright, why? Are they looking the same? They look pretty similar, to be honest. So, if I... What are we doing here? Oh no. That's the problem, right? We're supposed to have filter inserters here. We are... How should we even do this? Supposed to have filter inserters. Right. How are we gonna fix the problem? I think I'm just gonna drag it to the right. This thing will like this. And here we definitely want to get only crushed stuff. Crushed ferro mixture? No. Ferrous powder. That's what we want, right? We are producing here ferrous powder, right? So here the output should be only about ferrous powder, and I need to clear this rods as well. Unfortunate. Right, we could copy that probably, flip it vertically, and paste it. Oh, it work. We can try to paste it. Here, is this. Turbo underground belt is in the way. What does that mean? How am I supposed to understand? Oh, I see. Probably don't need this part. We probably want to remove this one. Let's try again. Pasting it. Okay, good. Something is happening. We don't care about this part because chances are it will work correctly. First try. We'll see. And one thing that we'll need here, we'll need to have pretty much a copy of this. So we would like to have fluid requester. We'd like it to request fluid right here. Let's do this. It's fluid requester. It will be here. We'll also probably need to copy this part of the build and paste it here, because otherwise this stuff doesn't work very well. Right, turn this around, and I'd like to copy the station name and paste it over here. Good. Now we can do this thing like this. Good. And what do you want? You basically want to grab this ideally from the middle and deliver it right here. And I feel like that is it. Express stack filtering. Right, one thing that we need to make sure we do. We need to tell this that we are interested only in used million drums. Right. Let's do this. Right. We're turning this around. Good. And we need to remove some pieces here. So we are setting a filter. Used million drum. Used million drum like this. And we are setting filter here as well. Let's do this. Used million drum. Right? Okay, good. Now this part looks reasonable. We're missing million drums, but they should be delivered here in a moment now. Right, that's pretty much it. We might need to do something with this at some point, probably later on, but it's fine. We don't really need to be doing anything about that now. This is going here. We have too much stuff here already, which probably means that maybe we shouldn't focus on this too much, but I don't know. I'd like to have this part kind of finished. Oh, one thing. Let's quickly take a look at our model production. Why are we not producing the models? We don't have red circuits. We are very, very short on the circuits. The question is, why? Why are we short on red circuits? We are not even producing them. It's probably aluminium, right? Let's see. We're missing. No, it's solder. Come on. Why are we short on solder, of all things? Okay, that is a problem. That's a problem. The fact that we are short on solder, it's not good. It's not good. We are producing solder from lead and tin, I believe. And there are also options with zinc, but I'm not interested in them. I want as much tin consumption as I can get because I can produce copper together with tin without any, basically like without experiencing any drawbacks. So like, usage of tin is good because we are getting it as a byproduct in this line, right? That's kind of the idea. Right, why I was saying this is defining output. That's not output, that is input. This is input, right? Why did I say it's output? We are producing sulfuric wastewater. Oh. Right. Let's rename this real quick. So we actually wanted this to be output. Where is of this one? Sulfuric wastewater. And we're also producing it here. Okay, that's interesting. So, but that means if that is actually output, it means that we want to rely only on one. How much do we need? We need just a tiny bit of lubricant here, and here we need quite a bit of lubricant, but it's not too much. Oh, it's very, very interesting. So we could basically do something like that, I think. Right. Copy it here, paste it on here, I'll paste it like that. Right, and we don't need to have this connection anymore. And this is not even that, I'll just call it to do or something. Right, because at least this way we can be certain that we will not accidentally use it for something else. This is input, this is output. We're sending stuff in, and it will get cleared and like sent back. Right, that's the idea. And since we added this line, I think it should just work. Now, let's fix this part. What do we want to have here? We want to have slightly different setup. We want to sort this thing, CUPRIC powder. We want to sort it. And we, I believe, agreed, well, we figured out in one of the previous episodes that we would want to have more than 2 belts of input, basically 3 belts of input coming from this side. And actually now looking at this thing, I think we're fine with fewer beacons, but you know, it doesn't matter much. Let's just do something, whatever, doesn't matter. Oh, we actually have the build right here. Let's just copy this one. Let's use this build, and this is gonna be our output, wouldn't it? So we have if we divide this by 2, we have 110, so we have 2 belts of copper, we have 1 belt of tin, and we have 1 belt of silver. Let's just do this. Let's grab this. Let's rotate it. Okay. Right, let's, maybe we should first fix this part, because it's not looking good. It is not looking good. We need at least 2 of these things. We need at least 2 of them to handle the process. Right, so let's have this one here, and we would want how am I gonna do this? Just copy it piece by piece, this thing, and we will have this thing. So that's how this half of the process looks like. The other half is gonna look very... First of all, this output is only CUPRIC powder. We need to make sure we set it CUPRIC powder. That's the only output that we're getting from via these 2 belts. Now we can copy this part. Maybe able to paste it, not like this. We're pasting it here, and we'd like to also paste it there, but I want to swap it vertically like this. I'm swapping it, flipping it, and now I have this thing going in here, and this part leaving from there. Now, the change here is as follows. We would like this input to come in here, and we would like output to go away from here. And this one will basically be handled kind of more or less equally by 2 of these million drums. And that's the idea. We are gonna do something like that here and here. I need to drag this part over here, like this. Good. So, I would expect it to work, to be honest. This stuff should work now, and this part is completely unnecessary. Right? Yeah, these 2 are completely unnecessary. If you're having any trouble, we can just add some extra beacons around, but I don't feel it's gonna be needed. I feel like this thing is completely symmetrical. Is this correct? Well, it's almost completely symmetrical. We could actually make it really completely symmetrical. Place this thing here and this one here. Right. This connection. Right, so from now on, this part is actually completely symmetrical, right? Flip it. Oh, I noticed the problem. So here is a problem. Here is a returning one. Let's try again. Copy it. Oh, without those belts. So I can do this part. Flip it. And it would still fit for the most part. Yep. And we will be able to drop it here. Flipping it just like that. Nice. Really, really nice. It's kind of how it works. Yeah, it's kind of how it works. Now let's think a little bit. these two, I'd like them to be all about the copper. Where's our copper? Ore. Right. I want this to be about copper ore. I want this process to be about crushing CUPRIC powder. The second one, I want it to be about tin. Yep. And the third one, I forgot, was it silver? Right, that's silver. So here we have it. 3 things. And I probably want to have them going kind of like this. I'm not sure whether that's such a good idea or not. Right, because we have input here, we have input here. We can basically get 3 inputs from there. So one input just going directly like this. Another input, oh, we can't even send it like that. Right, another input, it's just gonna go like this. And the third input, I was thinking we'll send stuff like that. Can copy this block, flip it. Oh, right, we need to delete this part. Flipping it and pasting it here, and it should mostly work. Now, the interesting part. Let's see. Right. What I was thinking about. We can bring this one here. The second one would go like this. And the third one from here could be brought up there and then and kinda like this. So we have 3 bells coming from that side. Right, and I could do why do I need this part again? I'm not sure. Right, could have this part, just copy it symmetrically. Oh. Wait. Confused. Alright, we will figure this out. It's okay. Basically just do it like that. We maybe don't even need to bring it like this, because here we're bringing them in like 2 tiles away from here, and we could do exactly the same thing over there. Let's do this. Remove this part, this, say, just going down here, like that. This one will go here, this one will go like this. Okay, let's return them. I think I might have forgotten to turn this ones, and this ones. Now, the part below. Does this work? Yes, we are getting some stuff out of it. We're getting some stuff out of this one as well. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And this part works. Here something is also happening, which is really good. Right? So now I don't have that much space here for stuff. Let's think. How are we bringing this? We are leaving two kind of lines. Could maybe copy it like this. Could paste it here, and we could flip it and paste it there. Now, it's not even a problem, but we basically are sending copper here. We want to send tin here. Send the same from here. And we want to send it forward, right? We want to allow these materials to go forward. Let's copy this part of the build. Let's just paste it here. Okay, looking strange, but it's fine. And we'll copy this part and we'll paste it right here. Right. Let's think. If we connect stuff together, get 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, some output. Well, not some output, like the 4 belts that we are bringing from above. The same 4 belts. Basically, going here. Do something like that. And down, down, down. To the right, like this. But it's here. Okay, we'll need to load all of that into the stations, and the stations above are not really set up. It's not yet. We can try to set them up a little bit, but I'm not sure how successful we're gonna be. Let's see. Let's see. We have 3 things going here, 3 belts going here. These 3 belts, what we're gonna try and do with them? We will try to convert them to CUPRIC dust. Wait, it doubles. Oh, interesting. So we're gonna try to convert to CUPRIC dust right here, and we'll try. Okay, and we'll try to sort it right there. Right, we'll try to sort CUPRIC dust in the same block. We'll get sulfuric acid from here, and we'll send sulfuric wastewater as like the output. And we will have to bring sulfuric acid up there. Is this the right way to go? I guess so. I guess so. We have like lots of space here. It's fine, and the amounts that we are talking about, they're pretty small, right? 800, 1.2. Yeah, that's totally not a lot. Okay, we also have this thing here, and we also have... that is interesting. So we do need this process also for CUPRIC crystals, and we wanted crystals to be handled here. So why don't we use these two stations for handling that? That is interesting idea. So instead of having sulfuric wastewater returned here, we could have it being returned over there. Right? Let's take a look. How would the process look like? We first need sulfuric acid. That's the very first thing that we require. But we don't need that much of it, we need just a tiny bit. Let's see. Right, majority of sulfuric acid and majority of sulfuric wastewater will be produced in the first process over here. We'll need just a tiny bit over there. And we have higher demand, well, higher production of sulfuric wastewater. So it's actually better if this was sulfuric wastewater. Yes, if this was sulfuric wastewater and this was sulfuric acid. So now that we realize that, let's try to copy this part, paste it here. So we want this one to be sulfuric acid, and this one we want it to be sulfuric wastewater, and this thing we just don't even want it to be here at all. Right, so we don't want this part to be here. This one, it's a bit tricky. Right, let's copy it. We will paste this one here, right? Yep, like that. Will build properly. Here. One, and here another one. This line, it's not really needed anymore. Let's try it again, like that. Let's have the names. Do have the names, but no names are available here yet because the station is not built. Let's do this thing real quick, and this is output, so we want to swap this around. And this is input. Okay. Something is happening. Yeah, that is good. This is output, right? This will also be output. This one is input. And this one is also input. The names will have to adjust them a little bit. These things. Is everything happening correctly here or not? Let's see. We are trying to export all of that stuff over here. Can we do that? Can we export copper, tin? How are we gonna mix them? So we'll have a lot of copper above. We'll have a lot of tin below. We'll have silver, I would say, together with slag, most likely, above, and gold and platinum below, right? I think so. Let's make a copy of this thing leading up to there. Let's make a copy, and we'll try to paste this right here. Transport belt is in the way. What? We need to remove this part a little bit. Let's see, we're removing this one a little bit. Let's try to paste it again, because I expect this the rail setup to be identical. Okay, good. That is really good. Might also want to replace this intersection now that I think about it. Just in case. I don't think this intersection is a great idea at this point. Yeah, let's have this one. It's looking good. I feel like it looks okay. And one benefit of such setup of stations is that you can actually mirror them and have, okay, this is not refining output, this is refining input of the sulfuric acid. What is it? Of this thing. It's actually input. Well, yes, it's an input, and it's not refining of this process, it's refining of the other thing, of ferrous crystals. And here it's also actually about ferrous crystals. Ferrous crystals, where are you? Yeah, they are. Right, so that's how we want this thing to look like. And we probably want to mirror it, well, basically have more fluid inputs and like input here, output here. I think that's how we want it to look like. Probably not 100% sure. There's another problem, well, it's like a minor one, I guess. Another problem that we have is we have chunks that we want to get, and we want to receive chunks, I think, right here. We need 3 chunks. That's fine. And pretty much follow the same setup as here. And we want to be receiving crystals as well. So crystals, we'll get them here. That's a lot. It's a lot of things that are happening. Very interesting. Right, if I copy this block, let's see. If I copied this one and I pasted it here, it would kind of look nice. And if I copied this one and then pasted it here, it would mostly fit, right? Right, mostly fits. You can also copy. Oh, okay, this is a problem. This is, well, it's kind of a problem, but we can also address it later. We paste this one here, fine. And if I copied this one, pasted it there, it would also look well. I guess okay-ish. This block. Here. Oh wait. This. It's fine. This looks almost fine. So the main problem that I see here is we are missing this kind of corner. Have to add here. We well, we didn't build this thing here, so we don't need it just yet. We will need it here if we were to build the stuff. Wait, are we actually missing only one? No, we're also missing one on this side. And we're missing one on this side. Let's see, we're missing this. We're not missing. I think it's fine, but even if you do, even if we are missing these things, these corners, it's like turns. It's not a huge problem. We can always, like, you know, rethink a little bit things and adjust them. Let's see. We have some base mineral oil. We have very, very low amounts of lubricant, and the main problem here is the lack of modules. That is sad. That is really sad that we don't have modules. Okay, what do we have here? We are sending copper forward. We have these stations that have slightly wrong names, right? This one is about refining CUPRIC crystals, and it's all about the copper. This copper one. Yep. We're gonna copy it and paste it here because it's kind of the same, except it's copper 2. Now, this one is a provider. Good. This one works fine. This thing, its output of... Oh, I accidentally pressed the button to screenshot it. It's strange. This thing is about... No, it's not about ferrous crystals. It's about CUPRIC crystals. But the output here is actually silver, right? Where is silver? Where is silver? And we could, you know, just to make it a little bit nice, we could even add slag. Silver slag. That's what it is. And this thing is actually cobalt slag. So might as well say that, right? But we also have slag in there. We have cobalt slag. Here. Have this thing. Right, if you look at this spot, we also have gold and platinum. So this one is actually about CUPRIC process for gold. That's the first thing, and second, platinum. And we really need platinum. We really need that one. Okay, and this one is all about tin, I believe. Let's set. This is CUPRIC process. This one is tin, or here it is. This is 1, right? This is 1, and this one is 2. See? Good. We set up correct names for the stations. Now let's make sure that stuff gets delivered where it's supposed to. So one thing to keep in mind. Right, we are dragging 2 items here. We don't have gold, we have silver. Oh. Oh. This is kinda wrong. This one is wrong. If you would like, okay, the bottom one is tin. So this one is tin. The above 2 are going here. They're going into the copper. So let's do this. Let's say the bottom one, just one, is tin. We have to fix this. Right. This one is tin. This one is copper. This one is silver. This one is copper. That's how it's supposed to go. We are going to cut it probably here. No. Yes. Make sure they're mostly going correctly. And now here we'll let only one go through. Do we really have this complicated setup here? Yes, we do. Because we need to... Why? I'm a bit confused by this part, to be honest, but it's okay. It is okay. We don't need this thing. Okay, maybe we did need some of that. Let's cancel that. This one. We'll send it up. But how and where? Maybe we should send it up here. No, it's not a good spot. We could drag it a little bit down. Yep, like this. I think this is better. And I would actually prefer to do the same thing here. Just because this is gonna allow us to let one extra belt kind of cross this area a little bit easier. And exactly what we're gonna to do with this one, right? We're gonna drag the thing up. Right here. Oh, we could have done it like this. I didn't need that. It's okay. It is okay, let's see. And I want to send stuff in here. So let's see. I'm interested specifically in silver. And we'll be getting silver from 3 places. We're getting from there, there, and there. It's like 3 inputs in a sense for the silver. Do we have space here for 3? I'm not sure, maybe we should drag it on this side. Right, we're getting some tin already, we're getting copper, tin. Oh, wait, silver. We don't want it there. We need to be really careful. Because this silver, we actually want to send it through like this. And we don't need these things actually. I'm a bit confused, just slightly confused by what exactly am I trying to achieve here. So right, let's do it like this. Let's say we don't care about that part just yet. We would like to have this one turning like this, and we just want to send it there. It's gonna... This makes sense. Wait. Doesn't make sense. It would be much better if you did it differently, if you did it like this. This would have been much better, in my opinion. Let's add, let's cut this thing. Add a sorter here. And we'll basically fix the direction a little bit. We'll let this thing go like this, and this one go like this. Right? Probably want better one here. Not that it really matters. Doesn't matter much. Are we breaking things from this side or not? I do not think so. We don't really have any output from here, so the only output we are sending straight. Right, this part. You just cut it, paste it down, and this will ensure that all the items are removed. We are having tin. Tin is being sent down. Silver is being sent over there. Okay, maybe it's not the best thing that I've done, but it's fine. We can always shift this thing slightly to the right and free up space for a third silver belt, because we will need... Right, we have 3 of them. On the other hand, these 2 can be merged, right? Because silver here, this is an important one. Like, we'll have a limit for this one. But these 2, these are byproducts. We wouldn't have a limit, and they add up to like less than 1 belt. Actually, even this, it goes from 2 directions, so it's less than 1 belt. Right, we should be fine. We should be fine. Completely fine, actually. Let's do this. So I want to the left. Let's go there. On the left, I would like to have silver, right? Silver. It's going here, to the left. Let's fix this. And tin, it will go down there. Spot. Well, it's like almost... It's almost fixed. I'm not even sure what's the problem here. Mark reconstruction. Why? Oh. Strange. Right. Things seem fine here. We are getting copper delivered over here. That is good. And for copper we'll never have any limit. We're just sending whatever we can in here. And yeah, this part will get constructed soon, and we'll have silver sent from here. Good, yes. So that's exactly what I want to see. Here, this part got flipped. Have silver above, that is good. Okay, nice. Something is happening, for sure. Something is definitely happening. I'll wait. Right, we have only copper here. We have only tin here, and here we don't have anything yet, but... oh, right, this part. We can basically something like that. just want to send it. Well, we don't really want to just send it, right? We want to have a limit here, which makes it a little bit interesting. We want to limit the amount of silver that we are producing through this process. Similar to how here we actually want to limit the amount of manganese that we are getting through this and these connections. But we cannot do it just yet, can we? No, we cannot. We have to add the belts here, and we have to add the belt here to be able to do that. So I'll use it for limiting this part. We'll also... Do we want to limit it on tin? No, tin is always a byproduct, we don't care. We want to have a limit on silver coming from actually right here. Oh. Right here. And right here. So we want this to work if the amount of silver, let's say, I don't know, let's go for 100,000. How many stacks is that? The amount of silver is less than 1,000. Oh wait, 1,000. How many stacks do we have here? We have 256 stacks. So one train that is coming from here. One train expects to have 150 stacks. So if we have two trains, it's 300 stacks. 300 stacks means a stack is 200, so 300 stacks times 200, it's basically 60,000. 60,000. 300 stacks out of 500 here. Okay, good. 60,000. Let's go, let's say... Should I really just limit it to 60,000? Yeah, okay. We'll do it like this. 60,000. Good. We'll be providing silver through this process until we reach 60,000. And everything else will be basically slag that we expect to like get from here pretty much all the time. We don't want slag to be here. In order not to have slag here, we'll need to increase priorities of this process quite a bit. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Should not be very hard. I don't expect it to be that hard. And here, this is a bit strange. Right, we don't need this part. We don't need this part. How do we want it to look? I kinda want it to look like this. Right? It's also broken. We don't want iron here to look like that. This part is kind of a bit broken, but not a lot. Okay, let's try to just here and place things here. We'll hope that it's gonna work just fine. Right, we have manganese, we have this stuff, we are getting copper, quite a bit of copper. We are getting silver. It's basically copper, tin, and silver ore that we focused on today. And this stuff is limited only by the silver. I want to limit this by manganese. I think I do. I think I want to have the same thing and the same idea here for manganese. I want this process, this one, to give us only 60,000 of manganese. So let's add the limit. Manganese, if it's less than 60,000, then this process is gonna be working. Otherwise, no, not 60,000. Let's make it 30,000. We want just one train. We want this thing to be used as the last resort, as like the very, very last thing that is filling manganese. So if nothing works, then we just want to have a very small flow of manganese going. Same here. This is not the main process producing silver. That's not the main one. That's like the backup process in a way. So I would like this stage of refining to stop very, very early. And I want the majority of silver to be produced through the further two stages, right? And same thing will happen with gold. We'll have this stage stop at, like with gold at 30,000, and we'll basically be relying on this one to fill up the gold production, like the gold amount that we have. And copper and tin here will not be limited. Manganese, yeah, we'll see. We might need to relax it a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be needed. Let's see, silver here. Silver here corresponds to almost half. Or like, let's put it like this. This remaining part is almost half. It's like 40% or something like this. Here the remaining part of manganese, it's like a quarter. So we could actually have slightly higher, I feel, threshold for manganese. But it's fine. It's fine. We just want this thing to like work. And we like it almost, well, it's like halfway through. It's halfway through. We are producing copper. It is good. Let's double check. It's provider, good. This one is provider, only provider. That's good. Spot provider. I think I checked this already, but I'm a bit worried about this checkboxes getting selected randomly. Okay, good. Why? Oh, I see. So this thing is just completely full of iron. I think that's how we read it. Okay, nice. Let's see. So we have refinement input. We probably would want to have something like this here and something like this on that side. Okay. 1, 2. Have 1, 2. Kind of builds. We have 1, 2. We can also add some underground belts just to have them, you know. And here. Good. I think it's awesome. Let's take a look at something that I'm really interested in. I would like to look at circuit production, specifically at advanced circuit production. What is happening with it? Oh, look at that. It's going up. That is good. So, in the last 50 hours, our production was on average 1.3 thousand per minute, not a lot. In the last 10 minutes, 1.4 per minute. Oh, we dropped down. See. So we used to be at 2.2 and then we dropped because of, I imagine, because of solder. Let's double check. Well, actually producing stuff here. Here. And we're producing stuff here. Where is it going? It's going to give us blue circuits. You know? Oh, here it's not working. Because, yes, because of solder, exactly. So we need to have good production of solder. We can actually produce it here somehow, I think. Because we have both tin and lead already here, so it's just a matter of basically dropping solder somewhere and yeah. I'm not sure where would be a good spot for it, but we can't remove this block, that's the problem. We cannot remove these blocks yet. I feel like this is what is holding us back right now. Hybrid catalyst. We really want to have hybrid catalyst produced here. And we're getting some lubricant and some base metal oil. That is looking really, really good. Yeah, so the question is, the choice that we have to make is, what should we do now? Should it be copper ingots? Should it be these ingots? Because it wouldn't take a lot of effort to produce, for example, steel ingots. Right? All these ingots, iron ingots. I don't think it would take too much effort to get those. I haven't even planned for those, to be honest. Or at least it doesn't. Yeah, this doesn't look right. But it doesn't seem like we even planned for those. They're like very, very straightforward. It's super easy to set up. And what would we get out of it? We would get ingots. So in terms of ores, we have this ores, we have aluminium, we have cobalt, titanium. So that's good. All these ores, we have them in good quantities. We even have iron and manganese. Now, the part that we don't have a lot of, well, nickel. That's a surprise, but I guess it's okay. We don't have that many ingots. We don't have that many ingots. And we do want to have manganese ingots. So, one thing that I wonder... Alright, we are not expert in manganese, and because of that... Right, because this thing is producing manganese... Yeah, only together with iron. That is... like, that makes sense. It's not really surprising. That's interesting. It almost... Well, I think I just got convinced that we need... when we'll have this process for aluminium, depending on manganese, will allow a really tiny trickle of aluminium should cause to be produced even if you don't have manganese. But that will be like the lowest priority. So it will really work only in case we are very, very, very short on manganese. It's interesting. Right, this part is not really needed anymore. Many of these blocks are not really needed. This thing, it will not be needed soon, but for now we depend on this one, on this one, on this one. Yeah, basically all of this are needed now, but soon we should be able to get rid of them. And we need to move these blocks in order to kind of make future progress on this. Right, we'll need to remove these blocks. This specifically. So we'll need to build a train depot somewhere. I'm not sure where. Not sure where would be a good spot for depot. I mean, I guess this block would be a good spot, but maybe we could build a depot for each line. Just need to figure out whether to build it on the right side or left side of the line. But we kind of do want to have lots of depots here. Right. Let's think. I need to find a spot to produce manganese ingots. It doesn't matter much where exactly that happens. We'll have this 4 blocks copied over there. And we will not really need copper production, at least I don't expect this setup to be needed on that side. So we can have manganese produced here. Manganese ingots. Right, I feel we could do that. And that means that we should start probably we should start landfilling in that direction. Not 100% sure, but that's kind of the feeling that I have, that we need to expand a little bit in that direction over there. And then we'll need to add artillery turrets and like shoot these biters, etc, etc, etc. Right, but that... What's wrong here? Oh, we don't have... Wait, what? Cretinium? We ran out of cretinium? How did this happen? Okay, that's a little bit surprising. We managed to run out of cretinium, but I guess it's okay. It's not that bad. It is not that bad. Let's take a look at this part. We are really short on red circuits because we are really short on solder. So it would be really nice if we could produce solder right here. We have a train stop here. It's not good. Train stop. Alright. I think we have a problem. It's really hard to migrate from old setup to new one. But look at that. The base is looking slowly. is looking better and better. And this kind of thing that we had, that we still have in the corner of our map, that was our initial base. We could call it starter base. Well, it's not exactly starter base, it's like second starter base, because the first starter base we had in this block, right here, and like a little bit on this side, so that was like our first starter base, and this is our second starter base, and we're slowly moving these blocks, like removing them and rebuilding them to have a larger setup here. And this one is also kind of nice, but it's nice that we are doing it, because then I'll just copy this whole thing, paste it right here, and we'll have exactly the same stuff. But I'll do it only once we migrate to tier 3 modules. Because right now the setup, like all buildings and everything is placed kind of correctly with tier 3 modules in mind. But yeah, the actual modules are wrong, and we are missing some things. We are missing, for example, here, right? Let's go there and do something. I want to add a task saying that we need to add tier 3 beacons. Right, let's do this. We need to have tier 3 beacons for this, for sodium aluminate. Right, let's do this. Tier 3 beacons in sodium aluminate. Single L, double L, I don't know. Right, let's do this. Sodium aluminate. We need that stuff. Here, how many alumina will we send? Okay, that's... You know, this is a little bit concerning, because I expect this part to work just fine, but it seems like we have a little bit... Trying to get sodium carbonate. Trying to... Right, okay. I know what happened. I expected this to happen. Well, not really expected, but that's not a surprise. What happened here? We are basically... We are trying to place things directly from here to here. And... oh... No, this is so messed up. This doesn't work, because the belt is given the sodium thingy. What's the name of it? This one, sodium carbonate. The belt is giving us sodium carbonate faster than we can grab it from here. So basically, we don't need to fix all of the inserters, we just need to fix at least one of those. And let's say we'll fix this one. Right, we will have a chest. No, not iron chest, I don't want iron chest. I want steel chest. Right, we'll have a steel chest here. We will have to replace this with a filter inserter. We'll do this. We will have to have this inserter. Like this, that's fine. We will remove this part completely. This... oh... it's not looking good. Right, let's fix this like that. We'll add a splitter like this. Here we're also gonna add splitter. Oh. Going like that. It's kind of splitter. Here we also need to do it like this. Splitter. You know, since we have a splitter here, we might as well just bring two separate bells here instead of measuring them, but whatever, it's fine. And right, this part. Oh wow, it's not looking good. We are gonna drop things here. We're gonna pick things up from here. And this one will be picking stuff up from here and dropping them here. That's kind of how it's gonna work. The limit here. We don't really care about the limit here. To be honest, we don't need to limit this. At least I don't think we do. And the interesting thing here is that we need to grab only, not alumina, only sodium carbonate. So the filter here would be sodium carbonate. That is the filter. And the condition here to the right, we are sending sodium carbonate like this. And here it will be flipped. To the left, we are sending sodium carbonate. We'll grab this part, turn it around, just like that. And now, why we are doing that? We are doing that because this thing is gonna work only if the amount of sodium carbonate is less than 100. Right, that is the idea that I had. So this part, this ensures that we are able to take sodium carbonate out. We don't need to do the same thing with this build, but it ensures that we have a way to take sodium carbonate out somehow, and it is gonna be used up. And since since we are producing less than half of sodium carbonate that we are consuming, let's take a look to make sure that's the case. Right, we are consuming 171, we are producing basically exactly half. Wait, really? Yeah, we're producing half here. Oh wow, interesting, that's exactly half. So what might happen is that we might not actually need this belt at all. Very interesting. Right, let's do something here. We connect here, setting the limit only if thing has less than sodium aluminate. Why is that like this? Wait, what? Oh, I see. Right, I need to reset. I need to reset this one, and probably just in case I'd like to reset. I'd like to reset those loaders. Because for some reason we stopped receiving charcoal, and it shouldn't really happen because we are getting charcoal and it's supposed to be sent to the right on a different, belt here. Okay, but that's good. At least we got aluminium fixed as well. So what exactly we were doing today? We set up this thing, giving us copper, tin, and silver ore. So we have these three ores, and I also fixed aluminium build. It's actually working now. You can see it works. Something is happening here, and we don't really need this input belt with well, we need only not this one. We need only charcoal from this one. We don't actually require sodium carbonate. At least I don't think we do. I'm a bit surprised that it is going up. It's still going up. It's slightly strange. Oh, I know. Might be because we don't have enough beacons here. Like this 540, this is 435. Right, maybe that's not the best thing. We can repeat the same trick and do it for this side, from this side. And here we could kinda also do that. Maybe it's gonna be tricky. We could split things over here, right? And bring another belt and just have a very similar trick done on this side with the chest. Here with the very slow inserter, just picking it up, and this belt stopping working when this chest has some stuff. Right, we'll probably do it, but not now because it's already too long. I spent way too long on this, and I'm a little bit tired, to be honest. Let's take a break. Stop here. Let's take a break. Thank you for following the series. And this was episode 271. Enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!